Mm-hmm. 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 That's a solid Kraken.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, baby, I hear the blues a calling. Toss salad. Scrambled eggs.
We watched another episode of Frasier, everyone.
We did do that.
Is this still the best show?
It is.
I don't get it.
Of all of them, it is the best
I
one.
did not expect. And the episode's still good.
Yeah.
It's so good. The entire episode was so funny from start to finish. It was nothing but bangers.
Like, of the shows that we watch, like, I often don't remember. I'm like, especially if we watch multiple things in a night, I might like forget one of the things we watched.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna forget Frasier.
I'm not gonna forget.
I'm not gonna forget the episode that we watched either. It was really good. Fucking A, dude.
Oh,
like, wasn't expecting it to just be the best show, but
yeah, right.
I'm kind of happy
and
about it.
I love the high society humor that they make accessible to everyone.
Yeah,
because it's like the art piece joke, right?
Right.
Of just like the painter going, "I didn't make that," and just how funny that is and devastating that is for Frasier. And it's like they portrayed it in a way to where a common person can know how actually devastating that would be in that moment.
Yeah.
While laughing at him.
Right. Because it's like not everyone, spends copious money on art pieces.
Yeah.
Only to have the artist show up and say, "Hey, I didn't make that. You got ripped off." But that's a universal experience, especially the way it was portrayed. Like, I mean,
getting like the horrifying factor of being the guy embarrassed at a party.
Yeah,
is it related?
Your own party.
Like they turn it into that experience. Like, oh well, this is now universal enough to where like anyone can relate to this, and like while still making it funny, where you're laughing at Frasier because he's not me for fur, but totally
is for fur. It's pretty good.
And again, Niles just steals the show. Every
single time.
The ending of the episode killed me.
So blessed. I love that guy.
I'm like, well, I can add like war criminal to the list of things Niles is, and we love to see it.
We may be savages. But we may be cavemen, but we pay for our cries or whatever the fuck. And then he throws the money. That was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Vandalizes this store, just tosses a bunch of hundreds as well.
Just has a wallet full of hundreds.
I love this man. I love this man so much. I didn't expect to like Daphne as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
Daphne Moon. I thought her bit would get old real fast.
It stayed pretty charming,
and
right?
It's still really funny.
Like her bad accent is just really like for me it went from just being a bad accent to being kind of endearing. Like she's just a cutie.
Yeah, just I'm Daphne Moon.
Cutie.
I'm a bit
psychic. I'm a bit psychic. I'm a bit kooky. Oh, she's so cute. She is. And I like that Roz is getting a little more involved. I guess,
yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
pretty good.
The jokes with Eddie the dog are still just on point.
Perfect.
This shitty dog.
The dad was in this episode very little.
It was very little.
Very
but
little.
that's fine.
Yeah, like he has his bits for sure, but like long as we get more.
We have
like
we have 5 main characters, right? We got Frasier, Daphne. The dad, Niles, and was it Roz?
Roz.
Mm-hmm. And she's great.
I love
her. Oh my god.
She's
the
so
amount
good.
Of just sass radiating from this woman 24/7.
Everything deadpan. When she showed up to the party.
Oh yeah.
So funny. She's also really pretty. She's really cute.
I saw a clip of her and it's just it's at the workplace, right?
Uh-huh.
And Fraser's just like, "You're fired." And she just holds up a piece of paper and she's written in like marker, "I'm union."
Perfect. What you gonna do about that, Frasier? Checkmate.
I'm just like, that That right there.
That's pretty good.
Powerful.
Pretty fucking good. I love that. I'm looking forward to... So does Frasier get with her or with Daphne in this show?
I don't think he gets with either.
You don't think so?
No. I think this man ends up cold and alone. He's not with anyone in the new series.
Okay. I don't know then.
Yeah.
Does Niles cheat on his wife, or does he stay true to what's her name?
Maris?
Maris.
I'm pretty sure he's cheating on Daphne right now.
Cheating with Daphne right now? Yeah. It was a little suspect, and I think that was the impression we were supposed to get.
Yeah.
But they didn't elaborate on that.
No.
And then it turned out that the earring was actually missing. I think.
Yeah. So it's like
it's a little sus. But see, I like the idea of him just being like pining after Daphne.
Oh yeah, I like that joke a lot.
And then either Daphne never like seeing it or even caring to get it, you know? Or like acknowledging it and have it just be a weird dynamic between the two. I would prefer that than to them like actually doing anything. But we'll see how it goes.
And I know that like Frasier's ex-wife does cameo nearly every season.
Okay,
so
at least once.
She'll like show up.
Okay. So
because he does have a son.
Yeah, so
like, they have to come up at some point.
Yeah. I guess we need to watch more Cheers to see when he to watch the Frasier saga.
We have to watch more Cheers,
which I'm not against.
I liked the girl.
Yeah. The main girl.
Yeah.
And I mean, Ted Danson might be more than just eye candy later on.
Maybe.
Because, like, episode 1, that's definitely... That's
all he was.
He was just there to look hot with his unbuttoned shirt.
I like that he was, like, an actually hot man. And not one of these modern twink boys.
A la Riverdale.
Yeah.
Well, like, because... Think about it, right?
He's a rugged man, has like the flannel button up. You see his chest hair. That's
halfway open.
Yeah, and it's...
Well, see, the chest hair... See, the hair thing, that was definitely a 70s thing. Hair was hot in the 70s.
It still is.
Well, in the wide popular zeitgeist, right? And sure, things might have shifted a little bit now. I think hair might be a little better for some people.
So here's the way that I look at it. I'm like, if you're a gay man, you're into body hair.
I see.
If you're straight, you're probably not. I think that's it.
Okay.
That's how the dividing line typically goes. And this is all typically... You can fall outside those boundaries, folks.
I could see that. Which, you know, it does track for some of the aggressively straight individuals that I know. Take Johnny, for example. Yeah. He cannot stand any body hair, period, on himself or a partner, if you will. Which, you know, his wife is kind of the same way, so like it kind of just works out. But they're both aggressively straight people.
See what I mean, though? It's just like that seems to just be a thing.
Yeah, I get that. But what are you gonna do? It's not the 70s anymore, where it was just like, hey,
damn,
let that hair grow out, no matter who you are. You know,
unfortunate.
As long as you keep it fucking clean, there's not. What's the problem?
Right.
As long as you wash yourself, what is the issue?
People don't wash today.
That's probably the case. I mean, like, hair does just hold odor, like, easier.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. But again, if you wash and clean, especially if you're like about to get doing stuff with somebody, just clean, freshen up.
Just a shower beforehand.
Quick shower. Boom. Done.
Right. That's what it is.
Yeah, whatever.
We punched Murdoch in the face, right?
Yeah, we knocked him out. We did the king combo. We did the death's cradle.
The death cradle.
The death cradle in the dark room with him.
Let's go.
I need, well, not a mod, because you can change like the costumes and stuff, so people have done fun costumes. I need someone to do Sam as king in
oh my god
in Tekken 8.
I want it to be William.
That would also be very good. Or Nick, even.
There's a mod for Samuel to be in Guilty Gear. They have him as a skin for Leo.
Hey, yo, really?
Yeah.
For Strive?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
That's a mod you can get.
That's so good.
Download that tonight, folks.
I kind of love that.
But yeah, we're just doing things. I assume we're gonna meet up with Ralphie or something. We're doing the things, doing the shelves, working boy.
Yeah, we're hard working man. Working that 9 to 5.
Oh my god. At noon, I have to take a loaf of bread and a bottle of jam from off the shelves to keep myself from getting dizzy during the day. Murdoch doesn't care, but Ralph gives me plenty of shit about logging the price of the products and eating it in the wrong place. But we find a surprise at the front of the store when we hear the doorbell ring.
Is it Blythe?
Murdoch's older sister, Holly, steps in.
Damn.
I really don't know much about her other than she has a fiance. And that he comes a lot.
So he's forklift certified.
Yeah.
Respectable.
Mm-hmm.
And good afternoon, Ollie.
It's certainly an afternoon, Ralph.
Bit far from the school, aren't you?
I'll be back during the lunch hour, before the lunch hour is up. Don't worry on my behalf.
I wouldn't put myself through the trouble.
When she turns away from him, he shoots her a withering look. A withering? Here? I'm sorry.
The fuck?
So if anyone has sat through Silent Hill Ascension, when like the Silent Hill shenanigans start, the cult you follow, they call it the Withering. So they're like, you just have this
to the other world.
Yeah, so you just have this scene where a character just goes, "A Withering here."
I see.
And the delivery's really bad. So...
I did watch a video recently about Downpour.
Oh damn! Also, that line of "A Withering," it's John Eye Patch Wolf of the Super made that his like subscription noise for Twitch.
That's awesome.
So when I watch him, I'll just suddenly hear like he'll just be talking and "A Withering here."
That's so funny. That's so good. Hell yeah.
So I hear that often.
Love that. Love the hell out of that.
Yeah. She tilts her head and pivots her stance as if she's looking for somebody until her gaze narrows in on me. Oh no. Just the gentleman I was looking for. Oh god. Oh god, this Norded individual.
Oh, she's so Norded, dude.
Can I help you, ma'am?
She's already half Xehanort.
No ma'am needed. Call me Holly. So I know that this is at the last minute, but I did mention that I and my mother wanted to invite you over for dinner. For what? To get to know you better. Think of it as being a part of our extended family, in a fashion. I wasn't aware that family paid labor costs to maintain their relationships. This is true, though. But then again, that seems to be a bad argument to make against this family. Let him ease into knowing us, Holly. It's just a dinner, and it's only once. I promise that my cooking isn't that atrocious. What's the dish? Corned beef and cabbage and fresh bread with apple butter. Okay, but like...
Pretty good.
But like, I like it. I like a good corned beef.
Mm-hmm. Respectable.
She puts a lilt and a hum in her voice. And it'll be fresh. Home cooking does sound nice. They keep getting me with free food. Haven't had that in a while. 7:00 tonight, then. Murdoch? Mr. Ayers? Suppose so. 7:00, Holly. She closes her eyes tight, and smiles. Then I'll see you both this evening. As she turns on her heels, gliding confidently out the door. Okay. Ralph opens his mouth, but then Murdoch shoots him a look. The rat exhales, breaking eye contact, then leaves the register, retreating to the back room and shutting the door. It's almost a slam, but not quite there yet. What's that about? It's just an old dynamic they share. They grew up with one another, too. Maybe one of them will feel comfortable sharing that one day. Or maybe they can spare me their baggage and act their ages. Let's go!
Fucking based. Let's go.
Maybe. The rest of the day goes by slowly. When the clock strikes 4 o'clock, I let the fox know why I'm leaving, and he just gives me a look and a one-note grunt as he carries a bag of potatoes over his shoulder. Ralph gives me a dismissive wave, and I head out the front door. Oh, it's way too hot outside today. The dry heat makes my throat feel scratchy when I suck it in. But I keep marching my way south towards the train tracks, blocking the sunlight with my paw as I look for the station. When I arrive, I look to the opposite side of the tracks and can see a gated area off in the distance. I've never been on this side of the train tracks. Wait, did they have telephone lines?
Yes. I think, well,
1915?
They have the telegraph, which uses lines similar to that. You go,
okay.
So you get a telegram from Mr. Ayers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Mostly because it's out of the way and there's not much out here. A few dusty fields and a couple of shacks, maybe. Okay.
What's going on here?
And a graveyard, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
I don't see many traces of fresh flowers or anything, but I'm surprised to see real stone slabs and plaques.
Correct.
Plaques. As opposed to unmarked wooden crosses. Okay. And even more surprised to see a mausoleum.
There's a couple.
Mr. Ayers. This should not be singular. I guess that's the difference between a graveyard and a potter's field. Must be nice to have people who want to remember your name, I suppose. Where the hell is that damn girl, then? Hello. The door of the mausoleum rattles, and I jump back, hitting my shin on a stone cross. Motherfuck! Get in, quickly. Yes. Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
You read that really fast, which I can understand why you were worried about it.
There's a wetness I can feel beneath my jeans, letting me know I'm bleeding underneath. 1 minute into this dumb fucking situation, I'm already injured. She shuts the door behind me when I get in. There's a small set of stairs leading to a lower chamber with a coffin inside. Dead flower petals litter the floor, and the remains of old candles burned down to their wicks stain the alcoves of the candle holders spread among the room. All right. You managed to drag me all the way out here. You better have a good reason. We can get there.
It'll happen.
I believe.
There she is.
Okay. Been 3 days now since my best friend's gone missing. And people are acting weirder and weirder by the minute lately. Weird how? People act perfectly fine when I talk to them about any boring thing. Then the minute I tell them something's wrong or I need help, it's like they aren't there anymore. Like they're listening to what you say, but choose not to acknowledge it. Last month, there was a girl I knew named Mary Applegate. Okay.
I knew an Applegate in elementary school.
Applegate.
Applegate.
Yeah. Real stuffy. Always did what she was supposed to. Pretty as pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Couldn't stand her personality, though. But she didn't deserve what happened to her. Mary Applegate had a lot of admirers, so it wasn't unusual to hear about her getting love letters. She'd share some of these letters in the girls' bathroom from time to time. Some of them were sweet and stupid. Some of them were downright pervy.
Do you think her body was the one that was being thrown into the lake? Or do you think that was like something we didn't actually see?
Was it Huxley? Well, Huxley's body was discovered without a head.
Without a head, right. But so his body would have to still be found.
Yeah, and we heard like a rock crushing something. So
yeah.
It could be within the head.
Yeah, like, not that it was getting cut off, but like that someone was being...
It can get crushed
knocked
by
out.
a rock.
Yeah. Though when I think it was decapitated, not that it was like eviscerated and smashed to a pulp, but it was that his head was cut off.
Yeah, but you can kind of do that with a rock. You can damage it, like, it's so that the head's not there anymore.
I guess so, but like, did they ever say where? I don't remember. Did they say where his body was discovered?
I don't remember. But it's also, wasn't it around there? Because weren't we investigating the lake because that's where the body was?
Maybe
in Williams' route, because we went to those caves.
Yeah.
In that route, but
I thought we went to the caves after the body was discovered.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if we discovered the body at the...
Well, we didn't. It was Todd. Todd came back with the body.
That's true. That's right.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. So
the timelines... It would be nice if there was a counter that told us the day.
Yeah.
But to help keep track, you know?
But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. But none of them made her scared. Not until she got that letter saying, "I'm gonna get ya." A lot of us thought it was a dumb prank until she showed us the envelope filled with dead bugs. And that's when all of us knew somebody was out to get Mary. Somebody weird and mean. We didn't hear anything about it for a week until Mary came back to class. Half of her whiskers were missing. She showed us the new letter she got in the bathroom that day. It said, "Anytime I want," and the envelope it came in had the missing half of her whiskers and patches of her pubic hair.
Jesus Christ.
Whoever was doing it was inside of her house. She was so scared that she had to move back east to live with her aunts. At least, that's what people tell me. Ain't nobody getting letters from out east that I've heard about. It's like she doesn't exist no more. 3 other girls and 2 boys from school have gone missing since then. Could that be what we saw last night at the lake? Maybe that was them. Whoever's doing this. Teachers don't give a shit because they don't, because they tell us people move away all the time.
Not from Echo. The fuck?
On paper, they move out, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's, you know, they've gone to the farm.
Yeah.
Like
the funny farm, you know.
Right. They work there now.
They work at the funny farm inside the silly shack. It's fine.
A whole farm in a shack?
Yeah.
Incredible. The headmaster certainly doesn't give a shit. And the mayor doesn't give a shit either. I can't ever find any of the damn lawmen, because they're not at the station and doing God knows what. Maybe my best friend's own damn parents are so distraught that they won't even talk to me. So I don't know what to do other than acting on my own. And what part of that plan involves dragging me off into the mausoleum? The part where I show you something I know about that nobody else does. She walks up to the side of the wall and pulls away a wooden plank that I thought was part of the whole underground structure. That part of the wall swings open like it was a door, showing me that it's a thin wooden frame covered in a dirty piece of canvas that only looks like it's part of the wall. It opens to a long, dark tunnel. I can feel a rush of air too similar to the entrance of the mines. What is this? Me and Melissa call it the Tromping Grounds. Mostly because it's big. Real big. She waves her paw as she walks into the tunnel, and I stand at the entrance.
You got a lantern or something?
Don't need one. At least, not with where we're going. Enough beams of natural light make it down here for us to get by. This tunnel has a lot of branches, but we're going straight.
Yeah, where do those branches go?
We don't know all of them yet. But the ones we do know about, we marked with different paint colors. Blue goes to the lake. I see one on the wall marked in black.
Where does that one go?
Those go nowhere. Or used to go somewhere a long time ago.
And the red one?
That one goes all the way down to the mines. The mines? That's gotta be at least a mile's walk from here.
Nah, it's impolite to fib. Makes you think you seeing them as stupid.
Ain't a fib. Walk down the way if you don't believe me. Besides, you should take a look at the framing of the tunnel. Huh?
They built sort of like the frames of the mine shaft, aren't they?
Probably because the mining company built this place.
But why?
Do I look like I know? All I'm saying is that these tunnels clearly aren't accidental.
And you've never seen anyone use them.
Nobody but me and Melissa.
I have a good friend who works at the mines. Maybe he could tell me what this place is supposed to be used for.
Are we actually going to see Nick? It's been so long.
Oh my god, I want to see the goodest boy.
Like, we saw him once in Cliff's Route, right?
Yeah.
Like, once toward the beginning.
Yeah.
Probably at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then not at all.
Pretty much.
We barely saw him in Williams Route.
Yeah.
Can we see him once
right?
in Cliff's Route, please? Or not Cliff's, in Murdoch's, please?
It's no, but you'll still see Murdoch in literally every route.
Every other route.
God, I wish it was every other.
Yeah.
Asking about it? That's fine and good, so long as you don't show it to him and tell about where it is.
Then why's that?
Because it needs to stay a secret. You'll understand why soon enough. The longer we walk, the more unsettled I get. There's something about this place that unnerves me. Something about the lighting. She was technically right that we wouldn't need a flashlight. I can't see anything clearly, but I can see just enough to get by. I can see my own dark outline in her silhouette as I follow her down the tunnel long enough for my legs to get sore. Motes of dust swirl in the occasional beams of light, as sometimes looking like a face, or the body of something much bigger standing in the tunnel. But it leaves just as soon as it comes. It's like when I look into my mirror when the light is low. And the things that I see aren't there. Not really. But it still feels like something else is looking back. It's getting harder to walk as we go on.
Are we going uphill?
Yeah, we're at the end.
But I don't see anything.
A sudden flood of light fills the tunnel as I see the cat's legs dangling above me when the dust clears. She pulls herself out of what looks like a trapdoor. I jump in, grab the side of the frame, holding my chest up with my arms, lifting my feet up one by one. There's a canopy above us. Ethel? We're in a sparse copse?
I think it's copse.
Copse? Of pine trees. And there's an old, large house in front of us.
Where are we?
This is where I live.
Why would this tunnel lead here?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out for years. And now you know why I don't want to tell anybody about this place. I've had nightmares about things coming out of this trapdoor. Doesn't help that I can see it from my bedroom window. The wind is blowing, and I can see dust devils spin in the distance as dirt and sand spray past my ears.
How far are we from town?
Just 5 minutes away if we follow these tracks. She points to the railroad, which runs parallel to her house. Must be noisy. They go on and on like an endless ladder leading into the horizon. You ever walk down the train tracks, Mr. Ayers?
What's that got to do with anything?
It doesn't. There's just a certain look I notice in some people's faces when they stare at the train tracks.
When I was a kid, I guess.
Back when you weren't so old?
Got him.
I'm not old. I'm 25.
Old. Ancient. Dinosaur.
Decrepit.
Dust.
Oh. That's old as hell.
Bless this child.
Bless this mess.
Bless this. Hashtag bless this mess.
Oh my god. I forget which tourist trap I was in.
Mm-hmm.
But, I saw a, what do they call those? Like those mats that you put in front of your front door? Doormat.
The doormat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That said, bless this mess. I'm just...
It's pretty good.
just looking at this like, what?
Bless this mess.
Bless this mess.
Welcome. Bless this mess. Haha.
It's like tee-hee, and I'm like, I don't know about this one. I don't know this one, Chief.
It's quite good.
I only kind of want it.
Bless this mess. No, I gotta get you this one doormat that I found that said hello, hello on it. That's all it said was hello, hello.
Oh, is that my
is that your
trademark?
legacy? Well, you don't say that's fine. You don't say it's fine as much anymore.
I mean, I do online.
I guess.
Just, it's fine. It's fine. Something goes wrong, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes your enemy gets a crit. And you just gotta...
And you just kind of have
like,
to
it's fine. We can play through this.
Yep.
Like,
they get a crit. It's just kind of... Ooh, that's fine. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it ain't. You don't know shit.
I know. I never want to be that old.
Damn.
Can your bones predict the weather yet?
I predict I'm going to snatch that stupid hat off your head, and when I catch up to your disrespectful ass.
Then do it. I press off of the back of my foot, jolting forward, using the initial push off the ground to give me speed. She looks over her shoulder like she hears me, snatches her own hat off her head, and holds her arm out, putting each foot in front of her, down in front of her, widening the gap. I can sprint after her for a few minutes before I have to slow down. My lungs are practically in my throat at this point. I hold my knees and look between my legs, coming to a stop, gasping for breath. The cat puts her hat back on, hopping from one foot to the other on the tracks, still holding her arms out, balancing.
Oh, this is so cute. I love this.
Yeah.
There's something very anime about it.
Oh, terrible. Man, so the first time I saw this, I thought Samuel was shirtless.
I can see why you would have thought that. That's pretty funny. Like, Sam, why are you shirtless with this child?
Just wear a beige shirt.
Why a white one?
Right,
Sir.
right. That was a good line in Frasier, though.
Yeah.
When Ross was like went to his apartment, just like, you know, I expected to see a lot of beige, and well,
I was
right.
Yeah. As much as it might surprise you, I don't spend my idle hours wondering about how you live. I I like that whole exchange. It was very good.
I'm just like, how do they make the scripts so witty in the time frame of writing a TV show?
Yeah.
Like, that feels impossible today.
A weekly TV show that was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Tight. Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
You just don't get that kind of quality anymore.
No, and we've definitely seen the kind of quality we get today.
Yep.
Should we watch Vampire Diaries?
We could.
That was a popular one.
I don't recall that being bad as far as I'm aware of it.
Okay, or do you want to watch the first episode of Supernatural?
Ooh.
That was back when it was still a show for boys.
That's true. I will say I like season 1 of Supernatural. I've watched probably 4 seasons.
It was before like the Tumblr girls found the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they realized they had to like switch gears
real quick. All right, let's put as much queer baiting in it as possible.
That's for the women.
For the ladies, yeah. For those Tumblr girlies.
I got gay furry Briennes for the real thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
mm-hmm.
We don't need debate here.
No. Well, we bait just differently.
Yeah. We bait that the women will matter and laugh about it afterwards. You know.
Well, that's not what I meant.
It's fine. Actually, it's really funny. There's a gay gotcha game that finally got like an English release, right?
Oh, nice.
It's a Crave Saga.
Okay.
And it's like canonly, women don't exist in that universe.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, let's go.
Like, I finally don't have to waste all of my pulls to.
It's the worst feeling when you're playing Hosomo and like you do a poll and your 5 star is a woman.
You're like, no.
And I'm like, is this what the Genshin Impact players feel like when they pull a man?
I think so.
Like...
Though, like, it's funny because, like, in Genshin, as far as I know from people that I know that play it, like, most of the men are actually the better characters to play as than the women.
Well, the women are just there to look hot.
That's true.
Like,
I don't know a single man from like Honkai Star Rail though.
There are men in Honkai Star Rail.
I don't know.
Like,
if I had to pick between Star Rail or Genshin, I would pick Honkai Star Rail to play.
I would just continue playing Live a Hero.
That's reasonable.
Just
that is
Barrel's
reasonable.
In that game. I love Barrel.
But that's not a Hoyoverse game. We'll see.
Care?
We'll see. That's where Hoyoverse needs to go next. Is the gay furry?
Well, then they have to complete with Dislight.
I guess
because Dislight's probably like the most mainstream mobile game that like does have furry characters that are horrendously sexualized.
But I feel like if Hoyoverse did it, just by name alone, it would blow out of the water.
Yeah, but they don't really have like. They have the Twinkie or like. Am I gonna say avant-garde men? You know, that type of like, oh, they're the sinister businessman looking guy, or they're the Twinkie good boy, right? Like those are your archetypes, and like that's about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna get something like a Hosomo character who's like you can see the dick impression on their the crotch of their pants.
No dick print.
Like. Or they're basically wearing nothing. There's a handful of those characters.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Or another Eidos, which just has porn in it.
Just give the people what they want.
Yeah. There's a gorilla in there I really like. It's pretty good. But all right, everyone. Well,
okay.
We'll end the part here. So we'll see you guys around.